Hello all. Today I'll be discussing about some string functions in PHP. So we'll be quickly moving into online GDB compiler, and there we'll be using different we'll be evaluating the different ways of working with strings in PHP. So the Excel sheet which is being presently opened in my desktop, it shows all of the common functions that are present with PHP, like the functions like maybe UC fast, UC wars, str2 lower. So these are all the functions, and likewise in the second column in B, I have kept it written. I mean, I have kept it written that what these functions do. So we'll begin with UC fast, UC wars, str2 lower, and str2 upper, and we'll be looking how this works in PHP. So we'll be doing this in online GDB compiler. So echo hello world means to print something in your website browser. So I am not using any a text editor or something like that. So in the you can take a reference to other PHP videos out there in the YouTube or in the internet that PHP works with. PHP starts with a PHP tag and it's end with this PHP this something like this, and within the scope of this particular PHP, you write here code, and to print something to your browser window you simply can use echo. To fetch value and other things like $get and $post, those are not the motto of this video. The motto of this video is to simply look into some working with some string functions. So with that keeping in mind, let me declare a variable. So $1. So in PHP functions, not functions, in PHP variable name starts with an $sign followed by the name of that function, and the name of the function can contain should begin with a letter, that is 1. O is the letter, and it can contain numbers after the letter, but the variable name shouldn't start with a number, that is $12 that is not allowed. It can contain hyphen in between, so 1, you can say that 1, or maybe first sentence we can write it in this way. So I think first sentence has not been taken up by the first underscore sentence. Yeah, so dash is not allowed, I think. I need to check it out. First underscore sentence, and I can simply say that Ram is a good boy and he goes to school every day. Let me make it small. He goes to school every day. He plays cricket in the evening. Fine. So with one of the statements being written, let me end that particular piece of statement and end it with a semicolon. Then we can simply say that echo, and let's tie it with the first, the first function which I have in present in my Excel, this one, UC fast. So what does, how UC fast works? So I will be having some my own statement, UC fast, no, those are a single word. So UC fast function, and let me give a space, and to concatenate user given string with a variable we use dot in PHP, not some plus. Like in Java we concatenate with a plus, here we concatenate with dot. So we'll be simply writing the UC words, and we'll be passing in dollar first sentence. So this function name is UC words. In a similar way, we'll be having another echo line, and this will be printing in a new line. So I'll be simply saying /n and UC words str2 lower function, and we'll be passing the same variable, that is str2 lower, and we'll be passing in past sentence, and then we will be having echo, and that will be also be printed in a new line, and it will be, this function will be str to upper function, and we will be simply passing in dot str to upper, and we will be passing in dollar past sentence. Now let's run the program and see how the output looks like. So there are some, okay, so Ram is a good boy, he goes to school every day. So UC words mean UC words means converts all the words, converts all the first words to uppercase. Okay, so UC words has converted Ram is a good boy, he goes to school every day. So in a particular sentence, whatever text is being given, the first letter of that particular word are being capitalized. So in the sentence, each of the words, see, Ram, R is in capital, I is in capital, G is in capital. That's the utility of UC words. Then we have str to lower, it converts everything to lower, though we had the whole of the sentence in lower. So str to lower function is the same as the user given input, or the string which has been, or the variable which has been taken. Str to upper converts each of the words to the uppercase. So let me refer the Excel one more time. So UC first means converts the first word to, okay, so there is another one UC first, so I didn't work on with that particular function. So UC first, what it does is that UC first function, it converts only the first word of a particular piece of text to uppercase. So UC word, the function name is UC first, is UC first, and it will simply be converting the R to the capital letter and leave the rest of the sentence as it is. So Ram is a good boy, Ram has been capitalized, and all of the sentences are left as it is. Now there is no inbuilt function for sentence case in PHP. We have to achieve that using some function, writing some inbuilt function and giving a logic to it. So with this first test case scenario being achieved, let me work on with other functions of the PHP, like what other functions are left are sub str, str chr, str poach, len, and replace. So for sub str, I'll be using an email. So maybe email equal to, this is my email address, I am shomanlo.bwbg@gmail.com. So let's first use the len function. So len function is str len, and this will be having this email. Now sub str, let me make another variable, and I'll be naming that variable as domain, and it will be sub str, and sub str will be taking in the length, not length, it will be taking the email and the start position and the end position. That is what I have written in here. Sub str creates a substring from start index to end index. So this is the email. The start index will be wherever it is finding the @ function. So to find the @ function, we have to use position equals to, we can use this function to find a sub str creates a substring from start index to str chr, returns from a specific character. Okay, fine. We have to find the position of that particular character, str pose. So we'll be using str position of, we'll be taking in this particular variable, and we'll be finding the position of that particular @. So the domain sub str works with the start index and the end index. So the start index is position and the end index is the length of the particular string, so dollar length, fine. And sub str, and str works in the same way. So I'll be, it is the alias of a sub str. So str and sub str, both of the functions works in the same way. So I'll be rhyming domain, and I'll be using sub str. So I'll be using str. So I'll be writing str equals to, or maybe underscore str equals to str, and the rest of the syntax will be the same as it is being written in here. It will be the same as it is. So I'll be pasting it in here. Now the time has come to echo some results. So echo the length of the string. So okay, so domain is something, okay, fine, and I need to print I am Shomallo also. So we can do that by simply that's domain, and here I will be writing at the rate person email, maybe person email equals to substr, and I will be taking dollar email, not email, yeah, dollar email, and the starting position will be 0 and the ending position will be until it finds that particular dollar. So dollar position. Okay, so the length of the string is dot dollar position echo, we will be printing it in a new line, and the name of the person, and we will be printing dollar this particular thing, person email. So yeah, this one, person email, and echo /n domain of the person email, and I'll be simply passing on so that's the first one is person email. So domain is something like position, okay, so that's the domain, so dollar domain, and domain str email, fine. Person email is, okay, person email, that's the domain, and the last one is the using the str function. So we'll be having domain, okay, so echo /n, that's the domain of the person using str. So this domain is using substr, and then we are using of the person email. I'll be writing here domain of the person email using substr, and of the person, maybe I'll be making this line a bit smaller, domain of the person using substr, and domain of the person using substr, and I'll be simply passing in domain str. So domain str. Now let's run the program and see what's the output. Parse error unexpected at the rate, okay, fine. So dollar email, okay, so there is some error in my program in the home on line 11. Okay, so maybe dollar email, this is a string maybe, so I need to concatenate it within quotation, I think that, yeah. So email is a variable and it is holding a string. So string should be enclosed within double quote or single quote, whichever you feel free to use. So now let's run the program and see if there are any error. Fine. The length of the string is 15. The name of the person, I am Shomallo BWBG. Domain of the person using substr @gmail.com, and domain of the person using str. It is not printing anything. str is domain str. So str it is taking in the email, then the position, starting from the position. So in the position we are having the position, and then until the length. So length is okay. So str that particular function is not returning anything. Sub-str is working fine. Domain str is not working. So position length, I think the piece of code is correct, but somehow I am not being able to populate the correct result. So str, yeah, it's str okay, str substring, okay. So str is finds the position of a, okay, so str doesn't work in that way. So str finds the position of that particular, I mean that particular character. So domain str, no, this doesn't work in this way. Substring is to create a substring, and position of position of maybe this one, and we will be having str, and we will be passing in $email, and it will be at the rate. So what this at the rate will, so inside, okay, so that's using person email, fine. So maybe not position of, domain using str, fine, and we'll be having dollar domain using strchr. It will be having strchr, and it will be taking in the email and at the rate. Yeah, I think the code is now looking okay. So let me clear out so that the working space is more visible. So okay, so is there any way in which I can, okay, fine. So domain using str, so domain of the person using sub-str, that's the domain, and domain of the person using str, sub-str, fine, domain str, and there will be another line, echo domain of the line, domain of the person using strchr, and it will be printing dot dollar domain using strchr, this one, and here there is a small mistake, this will be equal to, so yeah, that's it. So domain str using str, it will be domain using str, domain using str, yeah, this one. So now let's run the program and see what is the output. Maybe there, okay, so @gmail.com, @gmail.com. So substring is a function which creates a substring from a particular position, I mean, so it is taking in email, and this position is the position of that @ and it is looping all the way across to the length, that is the end of that particular, and creating a substring using domain. And domain is, okay, substring is a creating of a substring, that is I am Shomallo. So it is taking in email, the position of the position, so person email is something like that, and I printed domain, yeah, using sub-str, and str returns str, and so sub-str takes in the position is of the @ and up to the length. So that's it, and strchr is returns, finds a particular character, and after that particular character till the end of the particular string, the rest of the string is being returned. That's the work of str, and strchr is same. So there is another function which I have forgot to retain in this particular Excel sheet, and the name of that particular function is str replace. So let's first work in here. So maybe I'll be having another piece of text, that is the popular one. That particular word is being populated in Excel using ran.old. So I'll be writing ran. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and we'll be having str replace. So dollar rand underscore replace, and we will be simply saying that str replace, and we'll be taking in the word rand. So there is a spelling mistake for the quick also, as I can see. So it will be taking in quick, and it will be converted from quick to slow, maybe. That's it. So let me change the spelling to quick, and then we will be having another echo. So echo /n, and we will be saying the original string, and we will be having as dollar of rand, and echo another one, and we'll be saying that the string after replacement, and we'll be passing in dollar rand. So okay, over the lazy dog, what I have written, the rand quick brown fox length str email, the quick brown fox, okay, is a rand replace. Fine. Now let's run the program and see what is the output. Let me delete some of the blank spaces. Let's run the program and see the output. So the original string, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The string after replacement, only slow. Okay, quick slow. So str replace quick with slow. No, so the str replace is not working in something like that. So I wanted to replace taking in the whole of the rand. Rand replace, fine. Str replace rand. So I need to take a look in how str replace work. Str underscore replace in PHP. Let's take a quick guide. So world Peter hello world. Okay, fine. So the syntax of the position, it will be quick, then slow, and then it will be taking in from dollar rand. That's how the syntax works for, I think, of rand replace. Yeah, the slow brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So in traditional way, what we do is that in str replace, as in other languages, we first take the original string and then find a word and replace it with the word, and that is the how str replace in other languages work. Here in PHP, str replace works in, we have to find a word and replace it with which word, and then take in the original string. So I'll be giving it as a thumbnail for this particular video. So let me click format painter and click on in here, and let me also populate the last function which I have just currently did, str replace. No, this is replace. So this one is replace. Okay, I had already mentioned it in my program that str replace has already been mentioned. So that was the practical of that particular program is being achieved in this one. So that's a comprehensive guide. That's a total gist of all the popular functions in PHP, string functions in PHP. So if you find this particular program intuitive and find it useful to some test case scenarios, do throw some lights and subscribe to my channel, which will boost my motivation to and somehow the output had gone. Okay, fine. So if you find this particular video intuitive and find it to some, I mean, of some use to you, of some use to yourself, do give some, throw some like, make some comments, subscribe to my channel for more of such videos. So I was thinking of creating a playlist of working with PHP, some PHP tutorial, and whatever popular frameworks are there like Laravel. That is my future test case scenario, I mean my future motive to create all those tutorials and post it to my YouTube channel. But this particular video is an introduction to PHP, and I have shown you some inbuilt functions of PHP and how to work with strings. So that's all for this video tutorial. Hope you find this interesting, and happy coding guys. Goodbye.